we go. You're going to see that message popping up on your screens. All right. I've got a separate screen going so that way I can monitor it as we are going. Because once I start this slide presentation, I can see what's going on the main screen. That is a wonderful limitation of Teams. Let me get my camera going there. All right. And so I was a little hungry, thought I'd stop in and see the Belchers here behind me. And so got a few people just popping in because there was a little mix up on the location of the teams tonight. So I appreciate y'all bearing with us since Miss Parker is out and I'm filling in for her. So how's everybody doing tonight? Good? Yes, yes, yes. And so it is Tuesday, so as I like to put it, it is not Monday, so not Monday is a good thing. So we're going to be going over some stuff today. And so everybody excited about that? Yes? Hello? Yes? Everybody excited? Yes?
Yes.
All right. That's what we want to hear. And so, what I don't want is people to just turn it on and walk away. I've done many, many years of online classes. I know how people like to do it. They like to sign in and just walk away. If I can't sit there and be on TikTok videos all the time, you can't either. I love those things. Watching people trip and fall is a favorite, even though it's not a nice thing. It is a thing that I do like, right? So, please, if you're not going to be here and pay attention, go ahead and clock out and catch the recording afterwards. All right. And so, because you're really not learning much just not being there. Okay. I'm as honest as I am ugly. So, you're going to hear nothing but the truth. I am a little bit not as conventional as some people. And so, you're going to hear real life things in addition to the training, or as I put it, because I don't like the word lecture, not my favorite word, but that's that. So we're going to get going because I know you guys have horrific schedules. I know I had them when I was going through school. I worked at a Walmart and I worked at a Denny's and I slept in my car in between. And that is the truth. That's how I had to get through college. And I will never say that my schedule was worse than y'all because I've seen some of your schedules and they are absolutely horrendous. So I think y'all deserve a round of applause for what you do. You don't get enough credit for everything you do. So we're going to do a share here, and I'm going to share my screen and view it as a student. So it looks like your screen. There we go. And so right here, you are in week 3. Here's your week 3 module. And as we come down through here, hopefully you have completed everything that you should have done for Monday already and Tuesday. And we are into Wednesday. Of course, that's where you're going to come in and put in your assignment from this class so that you gain attendance and the points. But you're going to be working on a LinkedIn profile. We're going to talk about LinkedIn in the class. One thing that's very important about LinkedIn, LinkedIn can work for you. Okay, so take some time to do these LinkedIn profiles. Uh, the section here about how many people hate that question, tell me a little bit about yourself. How many people hate that question? Show of hands, show of emojis. Who hates that question? Tell me a little bit about yourself. There we go. Ricardo, his hands popped up. I see thumbs coming up there. So, yes, people hate that question all the time. How many people remember doing the assignment where you did your brand statement and that elevator pitch? All right. So now it's not a threat because right here where it says tell me about yourself in that LinkedIn profile, right there, that's where you put that elevator pitch, that personal commercial. Boom, right there, you have no sweat. I know how to do this. Just put it in right there. That's a perfect spot for that. It tells them everything about yourself in a nutshell. This is why we do that. That's what goes at the top of your resume. See all the places that you plug that? When somebody asks you that question in the interview, tell me about yourself. Boom, there's your elevator pitch. Now you see why that assignment, as annoying as it was, how many people thought it was annoying? I know when I was on the group that we created this, we thought, oh God, this is annoying. Now, how many people see why you do that? How many people see why you do that? There is your answer. It takes all the sweat out of that. Because I tell you, anybody heard of a company called ADP? If you look at your payroll checks, a lot of them say ADP on it. You'll see that little thing, you work for companies. ADP pays more people than any place in the United States other than the federal government. So no matter who you work for, a lot of times your benefits, you log into an ADP portal. I work for them. Okay. We interview thousands of people for all kinds of companies. And I'm going to ask you, tell me about yourself. I'm going to ask you early on, and depending on how you do that question, that's going to tell me how short your interview is going to be. Got it? I told you I'd be very honest with you. That can make or break someone. Because if you don't know you, how am I supposed to know you? Knowing how to do that elevator pitch and tell me a little bit about yourself. Now I'm interested. Now I want to know more about you. You need to be able to break the ice, break it on LinkedIn as well. All right. That education area where it says include STC, I can't tell you on this assignment because not only does um, your instructor normally teach this class, I teach this class, Dr. Reynolds teaches this class, and two other instructors teach this class. How many people do not include Southern Tech in their education? You're starting your career. This is important. How many people want a successful career and actually make a difference? Okay. If you think this is too much effort to do these things, you're telling yourself, my career is not worth it. These are the things that are going to make the difference. You're here to make a difference, and these are the things that make a difference. Because if you do the same thing over and over, that's the definition of insanity. I know a little bit about insanity, okay? Because I've done a lot of these things over and over and didn't get me anywhere. So we want to do things a little bit different. We want to do the things that will get us ahead. When you include your education, include all of it, okay? Your experience. Remember the parts about soft skills and hard skills. Y'all went over this. I know because I teach the same course. How many people remember your soft skills and hard skills? All right, Spence, thank you for jumping right up. Richard, everybody, those hard skills and soft skills. Quick refresher, those hard skills, that's what you learn in the shops, in the lab, the day to day, in those classes where you're learning the physical part that are unique to your careers. Unique, okay? These are the things you're not going to do from one career to another. Those are your hard skills, okay? That is unique to your career. Your soft skills, those are your transferable skills. That means you can do it as a vet tech, you can use it as a medical assistant, you can use that same career as a welder. Those are soft skills, okay? Those are your people skills. That's math, that's writing. Those are all soft skills. Okay, so y'all all remember the difference between the two. Yes? Everybody remembers the difference between, because this is very, very important. Okay? All right. Because this is what I want you to do. Take this really well, this piece of advice. Know what you know and know what you don't know. Okay? I'll tell you, there's a big difference when you go to an interview and you have confidence and you can walk in and you can tell me, I know how to do this, 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 and this as your hard skills. And I know how to do this, 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 and this. And you can look me in the eye and tell me those things. And then somebody comes in and they tell me they know this, 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 and this, and they're not telling the truth. One is ego, one is confidence. Ego, they don't know everything, but they tell you they do. Confidence, you'll tell me what you know. And if I ask you and you don't know something, you're confident enough to tell me, I don't know that, but I will learn that when I come to work for you. Do you see the difference and how I turn that around? I don't know that, but I will learn that when I come to work for you. I just told you I'm going to be employed by you and you're going to train me on that. Okay? Experience and skills. List all your experience, all those jobs, because even though it may not be in your career field, you have those soft transferable skills that you learned in those other jobs and be proud of those other jobs. That goes under experience. Your skills, count all your skills. Okay. How many people are harder on themselves than they are on other people? How many people judge yourself harder than you should? I should see a lot of thumbs because we're pretty much harder on ourselves. Yeah, we are. Be good to yourself. You really are a lot better than you give yourself credit for. So, on your skills, make sure you list on those resumes everything you do. Don't say TIG welder. Okay, you're a TIG welder with specialties in aluminum and with this specialty metal, this specialty. List everything. Be very, very specific. Uh, I'm I'm great with animals. Okay, what kind? I have specialties in reptile care, in large mammal care. I know how to restrain uh, large this or that, or I know how to restrain cats effectively. If you never had to restrain a cat, you'll know what I mean. List everything specifically. I know how to work centrifuges. I know how to do x-rays. I know how to do this. Know how to list everything because those skills, each one of them is something you can do. Practice on doing that in your LinkedIn profile. Make those good. Okay? Let it work for you. All right? Blow your instructor away with that. All right? Impress her. So those are things that are in there for Tuesday. And everybody understand how to do those assignments? Everybody good with that? Yes, yes? All right. If you have any questions, you can unmute those mics and you can ask me, or you can drop a message down in there at any time. You don't have to wait till the end of the class. Okay? This is your class.
Excuse me, sir. What's the question of the day for the video?
You're going to wait till the end.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Usually
Okay?
she do it in the beginning sometimes. Okay.
Yeah. If I did that, you know how many people would stay on? Nope.
Everybody would stay on.
And so, no, I do it at the end because of the way the presentation goes. Okay. And so that's the way it is.
Excuse
All
me.
right. Yes.
Is this live that we on? It counts for Tuesday or Wednesday? Because I think I misheard something.
This is Tuesday. I will also
Okay.
be here tomorrow on
Okay.
Wednesday.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So this is
What happened to
Tuesday.
Amy?
She is having a great time today and tomorrow. So she is out for those 2 days. And so I'm filling in this week and I'll be filling in Tuesday and Wednesday of next week as well. She's an incredible
All right, ten
instructor.
four.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So nothing bad with her. All right. So you just got me. And so I hope you do enjoy it. And so we are ready to get started with the information that we need to go over. The good thing is her class and my class, we teach the same thing at the same rate. So everybody ready? Here we go. Do, 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 do. All right. So we are going to be talking about your online presence today. Let me get my pencil going here. Draw my little smiley face. I always start us off on a good thing, and here we go. So, today we're going to talk about ways you can maintain a positive online presence. Now, some people don't want to be online, but not being online can be looked down upon from an employer's point of view because you may not be seen as being relevant. You might not be seen as current. You need to know what's going on in your career field, which companies are the top, who is the tops in your field, and what technology is current in your field. What is the latest when it comes to welding? What is the latest when it comes to electrical devices, as far as in what's the best voltmeters? What's the best switches? What's the best in circuitry of every kind? When you're in the animal care field, what's the best way to use a butterfly technique to extract blood from a cat? Okay. What's the best way when you're medical assistants to keep up with ICD coding, etc.? You need to know these things. The importance of a professional email account. Okay. How a LinkedIn account can be used in a job search, Twitter account, and Instagram. Ugh, and explain the importance of positive thinking. Okay. So, personal online presence. A job seeker needs to evaluate his or her online presence as a first step in the job search process. One of the things we have you do is Google yourself. Okay. The reason why we do this is you may find out that by Googling yourself, you may have things in your past you may not really want there, but you can't get rid of it all. It's there. So your employer or potential employer, they're going to look for that information on you. Trust me, they do. They will, and they will find things that you may not want them to find. So you're going to Google yourself and you're going to see what you find. Now, some of you may find nothing, and that could be bad. Because, like I said, if they find absolutely nothing, they're going to wonder if you're relevant, if you're current. Or are you so far behind that they're going to have to train you to bring you up to date? So they may not want you at all. If they find something that's not necessarily good, some people have records. Okay. If so, you need to know how you're going to address it. If they bring it up, say, yes, that's my information, but this is where I'm at currently. And I'm doing this, this, and this is how I'll be an asset to your company. Don't deny it. You're not making excuses. This is where I'm at currently. Because your past is your past. Okay. I've taught classes at Southern Tech where the majority of my students had records. And I've told them, I don't care about your past. I'm looking at your future. And employees or employers, a lot of them will do that if you view yourself the same way. It doesn't matter what your past is, what type of past. It's how you view yourself will start to project forward. But if you keep going back and going back and going back and referring to yourself as that past person, that's what they're going to do as well. So we check those online presence. If there's photos, things like that that you don't want them to know about, but they're going to find, you need to know how you're going to address it. It's not their fault that they find it. You cannot get rid of everything online. Privacy. Check your privacy settings. On every social account, check who can get in. And even if they're a friend, do you trust them enough that if things go wrong between you, they're not going to take information off of that and slam you? How many people have had an ex go crazy after you've broken up with them? Think about that. Think about what access they might have. Okay. Be careful on what you post and who has access to it because we all leave behind what we call a digital footprint. And no matter what you do, there's information out there that might still be around. Anybody remember an old thing called MySpace? Some people had MySpace accounts. I never did. Okay. That was before Facebook took over and that I've had students Googled themselves and they had old MySpace accounts that they can't get into, and there's data in there they wish they could get rid of, and it's out there. Okay. Now, professional email accounts. How many of y'all have an email account just for uh, applications, things like that, just for a job outside your own? Ricardo, excellent. That was one that popped up. All of y'all that do that, that is incredible. It is advised that you have a separate email account just for doing your applications in the job search because you need to be checking that daily minimum, even more than one time a day, preferred. And when you create that, it's recommended you use your legal first name and last name separated by a period or an underscore. Now, some people have really common names, and even that's not good enough, and you might have to put numbers after it or something to differentiate. An email name like Too Hot for You, don't use that email address when you're applying for jobs. Okay. Guaranteed they're not going to be wanting to use that. Okay. Secure password. By now, most people know this. Okay. They need 57 characters, uppercase, lowercase, spin twice, jump once. You put it in 5 times, it tells you it's wrong, it makes you create another one. You type in that same password, it says you can't use that because you've already used it. We all know that. In actuality, what is recommended is 6 to 20 characters, combinations, letters, numbers, and special characters. Now, this information will be on the final exam. Okay? I know because we use the same final exam. So this information, it does come up. Signature block. Has anybody ever heard of a signature block? Yes? No? Okay. Got one. All right. Couple people. For those of you who don't know, and I didn't know till someone had pointed it out to me. This is an example of a signature block, and so is this one. So what it is it's a standard way of signing things like your emails and that. If you go into your email and look up signature block or signatures, you can create this so that when you click on signature, it will automatically put this at the end of your email when you want it. You don't have to type this every time. And it doesn't matter if you do that on a phone or if you do it on a computer or Chromebook, etc. But it's got your name, the title you want. Don't put student, okay? Start practicing. You're not student, you're the title you want. And you'll start thinking of yourself a little bit differently. You're not a student taking electrical, you're an electrician, you're an HVAC technician, you're an MA. Okay, so stop thinking of yourself as student on everything. So you put your title, phone number, email. If you have other accounts, if you have things like a Twitter account, LinkedIn account, you can put those. Okay, this way, when you sign things in your emails and that, they have that information. They don't have to go looking for it. All right. Now, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is networking, and networking is talking with people, establishing relationships that can either be career growth or potential job opportunities. How many people network now? Show of hands. How many people network? Okay, a couple of people. Okay, if you're not networking, you're not working. Okay, networking is from career all the way through. It's your entire career. And networking starts now. Okay, some of you are doing it and not aware of it. When you're talking with other students, you're networking. Talking to instructors, you're networking. So it's not always asking for a job, but it's finding out how can I get further education? How can I learn new techniques? Where do I go for this? But how many people have heard you don't ask people for jobs or tell people you're unemployed? Has anybody ever heard that? This used to be very popular. You don't ask people for jobs or tell people you're unemployed. Okay. You can. You meet someone who owns a company, you say, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm an electrician. I'm a welder. I'm an MA. I'm very interested in your company. I'd like to know if you have any openings available." And if they say no, say, "I appreciate your time. If you have anything that comes up, please let me know." And hopefully you have created a contact card that has your name, has your email on it, and has your personal brand statement on it. If it's a physical card on the back, I recommend you list your hard and soft skills. You hand that to them. They physically have a way of getting a hold of you. You can also do these digital. There's apps for it, and you can give them your contact information. Boom, right like that. Okay. Now, you don't always have to ask for a job. You can be talking to them and say, "I'm interested in learning how to start my own business. Would you have some advice on that?" Network is not always give me a job. Sometimes it's learning how to gain more information. And don't become one sided. If you have information other people can use, you share it. How many people work with somebody that's great at taking from you, but they don't give back? Anybody work with these people? You have somebody on the job that's great at taking from you, but they don't give back. Okay? You learn to resent them. All right? LinkedIn is a professional site. One thing that's great about it, you can find the best companies in your field and the best people in your career field, and you can contact them directly and they'll respond. They'll respond to you. You can get the best information directly. All right? Everybody still out there? Yes, yes. See those emojis? Yes, yes. You still out there? Yeah.
Finish it up.
All right. So Twitter is a dumpster fire, and it's not because of Elon. Okay, I'm not picking on Elon. Twitter, also known as X, and the reason why is because it has drastically changed from what it's supposed to be. Purpose of it was actually for companies to network, kind of like LinkedIn, for you to follow job posts and people's ideas, stories, opinions, and information. Now it's got all kinds of stuff on there that's gone way beyond it. Okay, it's become very hateful in some places and very beyond what it was supposed to be in others. However, you can still find the companies on Twitter and find job postings. They also share things that can be very beneficial to your career. Okay, now every message you put on there is called a tweet, and it's actually called microblogging. Okay, everyone knows what a blog is. Well, Twitter is actually microblogging, little miniature blogs, and it's limited to approximately 280 characters. They keep changing it, and that limit is to force you to make small comments. Okay, so it can be used to find jobs on there and to find out where you might be able to go and apply for things. So take a look at that as well. Now, how many people have ever thought of Instagram for jobs? Some people haven't. Anybody ever think of Instagram for helping your job hunt? Okay, some people have. So electricians, you can actually show photos of your work. You can also show videos of you doing your wiring, etc. Welders can show parts of your technique, things that you have done. And people who are in animal care, you can show things you have done as well. Now, if you are in animal care and you're working with native wildlife, just so that you know, there are some photos you cannot legally show of native wildlife in the state of Florida in different areas of rehabilitation. Florida law does not allow the posting of those photos and or video with animals in great need of care at that. So please check with your rehab facilitator to make sure that you can legally post those. Florida has strict laws on that. And of course, your medical assistants, you have to be careful of HIPAA laws and the information that you're sharing among facilities, etc. All right? But if you're also looking to show and apply somewhere, you can send those pictures of the things you are allowed along with that resume. That's a great way to do it. And it can help you establish and maintain not only your online presence, but promote that personal brand. That personal brand is you. Okay. Everything you do affects your personal brand. Your work ethic. People with a good work ethic do not put out poor quality work. Your lowest quality work, that is your work ethic. So if someone says they've got a good work ethic and then they put out poor quality work, that is their new work ethic. Okay? Think about that. If a car brand has great cars and they put out something that's very bad and it injures people, people automatically know that brand is bad. Look what happened. The same thing happens with your brand. If you do poor work, that is your new brand. And it doesn't matter if it's on the job or in the class. Poor work affects your brand. That's your name. That's your reputation. Positive thinking. How many people hate the job search process? Hate it, hate it, hate it. I do. I hate the job search process. It's depressing. All right. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Careers are long term. Jobs are short term. Careers are long. You grow them, you gain. The longer you're in a career, the more valuable you are. Sometimes it's better to switch jobs after you gain some uh, some knowledge in your field, some experience. Because as you're in a career and you're in that position, you move up a little bit, you get raises, etc. But if you switch to another place, now you start at a higher rate than you were at the other place because you're bringing that experience with you. So these things that we're showing you on how to get that career going, all these things, keeping your resume updated, et cetera, et cetera. This is why you do this continuously. Because if you switch, now you're not starting at the lowest price level. Now you're at a higher level and you'll move up even faster. Look at the qualities you possess that others don't. You're unique. You can do things others can't, and that's what sets you above. Be positive. How many people apply, and never hear anything back? How many people do that? You apply and never hear anything back. Got great news. It's not you. It is not you. You are not doing anything wrong there. It is the other side. It is a poor reflection on companies in general. They do not respond. They should be brave enough to say, I'm sorry, the position's been filled, or we've closed the position, we're not hiring. I'm sorry, we've chosen somebody else, but they're cowards. Flat out tell you, they're cowards. A lot of them will not tell you this. They just don't say anything. It is not you. You are better than them if they do not respond. Okay? Be positive all the way through. If they don't respond, you didn't need them because if they didn't respond in this aspect, what do you think they would have treated you like once you got there and you needed something for them? Be positive, keep on applying. You will find a company that thinks well of their employees before, during, and after the hiring process. All right. Everybody got that tonight? Everybody doing good? Yes, yes. All right. Everybody ready to find out what the big question for tonight is? I know y'all are. You've been waiting for this. So tonight, I want you to name 3 places or people, any combination. When I say people, I don't want their names. I want you to think of the type of people that you may use to grow your network. Okay? Think of places you can go. You can go to, conventions. You can go to trade shows. You can talk to people in different positions at different companies, things like that. Places you can use or people you can use to grow your network. Something that is so vital to the health of your career. Something that is going to be going on the entire length of your career. All right? Everybody got that? Everybody good? Any questions? No? Was that so bad? Did I do okay tonight? I hope. Yes. All right. Okay, so I'll be here tomorrow night, and that'll be Wednesday. And then I believe you have a recording for Thursday and Monday of next week. And then I'll be here for Tuesday and Wednesday. And Miss Parker will be here for your final day next Thursday. All right. And I will be posting this video as well. Okay. And that is it.
Name 3 places where you grow your career, or name 3 people. Yeah, 3 people.
Correct. 3 people or places, your network, not your career, your network. It's very close to being the same thing, but your network. These are your contacts, the people who can help grow your career.
People that can help grow your career. Name
Yes.
3 people that can help grow your career.
Yeah. These are people that you talk to that can help you.
All right, bro.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
We good.
You're good. All right. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.